2 days ago marked the end of Windows 10's official support. Windows 10 is now officially unsupported. There is still extended support, but we don't talk about that. So in today's video, I'm going to be installing Arch Linux. I currently used, well, at the time I used Fedora. I am going to be switching to Arch Linux in this video. I am recording this in future, so you're gonna watch past me very soon. So yeah, basically, if you don't know, Windows 10 ended support. I know I said that already. I'm losing track of my thoughts here. And yeah, a lot of people are switching to Linux now instead of staying on Windows. So I just thought I would make this video here installing Linux to kind of commemorate and say good riddance to Windows 10. So yeah, onward with the video from 2 days ago where I started this madness. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Distro Rock Hopper. Now, today is October 14th, 2025, that being the death date of Windows 10. So Windows 10 in support today. No more security updates, finished, it's gone now. I mean, there is still the extended support that you can pay for, but let's not count that. So, I have actually finally freed up my Windows partition. I now have 697 gigs free. So, what I'm going to be doing is leaving Fedora and going to Armagina. I'm just kidding. We are going to instead install base vanilla Arch on the entire hard drive. You see here, it says free space. There is no more Windows partition. I've backed everything up. So now, we are going to kiss Fedora goodbye. Also, I deleted that recovery partition. So now, hopefully, if the ISO doesn't work, it's not going to, wipe my laptop. I mean, then again, I am going to wipe it, entirely this time. But, you know what I mean. When that ISO didn't work in the Fedora video, it, kicked me to the recovery screen and almost restored my laptop. So that was a flash drive. I deleted the recovery partition now. And you know what puzzles me? How does it fit an entire Windows installation onto what was a 1 gig partition? I don't buy it. But anyways, I'm going to stick the flash drive in. I'm going to press the power button. I don't list to spam F2 or F12 rather. I do have the boot order set. And if I don't, then I'll just force power off. I'm erasing it anyway, so who cares? Although it is taking a while to boot, so I think it is booting off the flash drive, and the flash drive is in fact flashing, hence why it's called a flash drive. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's called it's booting into Fedora. Control delete. Now I'll just hold it. Okay, it did actually force reboot. Cool. And no, it didn't force reboot. I pressed Control delete and actually rebooted on its own. That's cool. So I'm going to spam F12. I'm going to stop spamming F12 because you only have to press it once. I just like to spam it because why not? I think you might be able to hold it as well. I don't know. Point is you have to press it once when the Lenovo logo's up. Okay, there we go. So you can see it's Fedora, and Fedora there's no of the EFI hard disk inside. So that thing is gone now. Well, it would still be there because the EFI entry is probably still there, but I don't care. Oh, jeez. I hate the PC speaker beep. It jump scares me every single time. My heart was in my throat there, my word. It is so loud and you can't turn it down. I think you have to, turn off a module. A kernel module no, not a kernel module, but some, module type thing. Okay, it's copying the rootfs image to RAM. That's actually cool, because it copies the entire ISO. So that should, in theory, mean that I could just unplug the flash drive and it would just go. But I'm going to leave it plugged in. Okay, let's wait. It's about... Oh no, that's counting up. That's how long it took. Okay, the ETA is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kaboom. Okay, the flash drive's still flashing, so I think it's just reading from the flash drive anyway, so what's the point? Anyways, okay, now it stopped flashing, so it's not reading from there anymore. Okay, we have logged in as root at Archie, so I think you can see. There we go, you can see better now, although I can't see now, but that's my problem. So, I need to IWCTL. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Give me a second. I have to connect to Wi-Fi with IWCTL and not NMCL. No, NMTUI. Why do they not have NMTUI? Like, NMTUI is a lot more user-friendly and easy to understand. But now we have to use IWCTL because that's the cool way. No, it's not. It's just more confusing. Anyways, let me connect up to Wi-Fi with like a couple commands. Give me a second. Okay, the camera's not focusing, but we are now indeed online. Just try to get it to focus there on the text. Okay, so time to run Arch install and get this show on the road. Actually, what I'm first going to do is sudo pacman-sy probably. I don't need sudo, we already did pacman-sy. Now let's not sy, let's just s. Arch install. I needed to do sy. See, why didn't I just trust my gut? There we go. Synchronizing repos. Drumroll please. When you are installing Arch with Arch install, I recommend you just run a pacman-sy Arch install just to make sure you're on the latest version of Arch install. So we want English. Locales keyboard layout should be US, language ENZA for South Africa, and UTF-8. Mirrors and repos, I'm not going to select regions because that's going to do like the whole like comparison thing and it's going to take forever. I want multi-lib definitely because I do want to install Steam and that's in the multi-lib repo. So let's go partitioning, and since we have all the drive's contents backed up and off of there, let's use a best effort partition layout. Select the SATA drive and we are going to go ext4. Would you like to create a separate partition for /home? Actually, would I like to? Nah. LVM we don't want. Disk encryption. There's only one at once. That's Lucas. So I don't know if you can go without encryption. I guess I'll just do it anyways. Give me a second. Okay, I selected the encryption password. We just have to choose the partition that we're going to encrypt. That's going to be that one. HSM, whatever that means. I assume hardware supported thing. I mean, it doesn't do anything if I click it, so I'm just going to go back. Okay, swap on ZRAM. Yeah, let's actually enable that. Bootloader, we can go system deboot, grab EFI stable limine. I'm just going to go system deboot because it's the default. Unify kernel images, no host name. What are we going to call it? What's a synonym for Arch? Let's span, dome, bridge, Arch. Okay, let's call it bridge. Bridge. Authentication, root password. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to create my user and stuff. Okay, my user's been created. Let's go to profile, type, and let's go desktop. I am probably gonna just restore my config with my tool. I have since merged all of my different tools into one tool called Constitution. I'll leave the link in the description, and in case I forget to leave the link in the description, then scream at me. So we can install a desktop environment. I don't think I'm gonna, but we could. Yeah, I'll install GNOME. Should I install a desktop or should I just leave it? I probably want GNOME, so yeah, let's get GNOME. Why the heck not? Graphics driver, let's get all of them. Greeter. We can actually go with LY. I personally quite like LY, but I think I'll just go with GDM for the sake of this. Applications, Bluetooth. Do we want Bluetooth? Yes. Audio, Pipewire, kernels, Linux, network manager, additional packages. So I can just install stuff right off the bat here. Although I'm not gonna. Actually, I might want to install like Firefox or something. So Firefox. Actually, no, I use Zen browser anyways. Let's just leave that time zone. We're going to want F Flickr / Johannesburg will be correct. Install, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I kiss my stuff goodbye. Even though it's already all backed up on my father's SSD that he wants back. But I can finally give it back to him now because now I have space to put all my stuff back on. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this thing do its thing, install. If the install fails, then I'm just gonna retry it and not tell you, so we can pretend that. Okay, so as you can see, the installation has just completed. It did take a while. It actually ended up failing once because of some like signing issue with one of GNOME's packages. So I ended up going with the Budgie desktop and LY greeter instead. So yeah, we can exit Arch install, we can reboot our system, or we can root into the installation for post-installation configuration. That is a mouthful. I'm just gonna reboot, and it looks like it's not reading from the flash drive, so I just took it out. You probably heard it. And if you didn't, well then you didn't hear it. Lenovo. And it should ask me for my encryption password, because that's the thing with encrypting your full disk on Linux, is that it asks you, hey, type in your password to unlock the disk, and then after it's finished booting, hey, type in your password to log in. So that's okay. A passphrase is acquired to access the root volume. Give me a second, I need to unlock it. Okay, that should be correct. Enter. Okay, it's having a think. The fans are ramping up, so yep. There we go. Root is clean on /dev/mapper/root. I guess it's a mapper because it's encrypted. I don't know. I haven't really encrypted my disk before on Linux. I usually don't do it because why? But I mean, this is gonna be my main install now, so obviously, if you're on a laptop, you do want extra security because it's a portable machine that a thief could take with them. Anyways, let's just wait here. Start job is running for rebuild dynamic linker cache. 21 seconds out of no limit. I don't know if I should be able to install Plymouth. It usually can ask you to like, Plymouth usually has like a graphical thingy to type in your encryption password. I don't know. I do want to install Plymouth though. I want a nice graphical boot screen. Anyways, it's login as distro rock hopper within my user password. I'm gonna try and figure out how to get numlock on by default. But anyways, we can either Budgie desktop shell or Xnet RC. Currently, Budgie is X11 only, so I don't think I have any Wayland stuff pre-installed, which might be an issue. But yeah, we're booting into a Zorg X server. Just wait. So, should I copy my data back first, or should I install my packages first? I think I'm gonna go with installing my packages first. I mean, we are here on Budgie now. There is literally almost nothing pre-installed by default. This is why I love Base Arch, because it doesn't come with anything. It's just a blank slate pretty much to install what you want. And I like having a very minimal desktop setup. But anyways, I am just gonna change the widget theme to Materia Dock, and this to Papyrus Dock, and the cursor can stay as at waiter. Bottom right dock theme. Back to the terminal. So I am gonna show you how to get the show on the road with Constitution. I just realized usually I copy my data over first, but let's ignore that. So is git installed? Git is not installed. Zero pacman -sy git base devel. I probably want I want Ruby as well. I don't think James is a separate package. Obviously, I need Ruby because Constitution and my other tool launcher are written in Ruby. I'm not on Wi-Fi. Give me a second. Okay, I have Wi-Fi now. It's installing the rest of the stuff now. Well, not the rest of the stuff. It's 2 packages it has to install. Git and Ruby. Although, while I install Ruby, I probably want to install... I'll see, maybe I'll just install Starship. I do also need, Homebrew. Okay, I'll install Homebrew and then I'll install thingy, Starship. Although is Starship in the AUR? It should be, but I don't know, I think I usually install it via just the install script. Which should be, wait, is curl installed? Okay, yes, curl is installed. Is wget installed? Okay, wget is installed. Hold on a split second. Git isn't installed yet. Okay, let's just call fsshttps /starship.rs/install.sh pipe into sh. So that is going to install Starship. I didn't type in my password. I typed in my password. Installing Starship as root. Please wait. Okay, Git's installed now. So now I'll show you how to install Constitution, which is... I didn't need Git for that, but I do still need Git installed anyway. So we are going to do another curl fsshell. Yes, codebug.org/stickypiston /constitution. I think I spelled it right. /raw/main. Is it raw branch main or raw? I think it's raw main online install.sh. And then I'm gonna need pipe into sh. Yes, there we go. And it's installing. It has been installed. All of the stuff should be there. What was that voice crack? Clear. Yes, that's definitely how you spell that. Is this thing even focused? Not really. Hello, focus, please. Okay, that's fine. ls.local bin is Constitution and the infrared copper thingy, which I don't need. But Constitution is meant to be a distro agnostic tool, so it's fine. What do I need next? I need Homebrew, which is going to be... I memorized the command by heart because of how many times I've installed brew. But it's bash-c, bash-c, quote, $, curl -fsl, https://raw.githubusercontent.com/home homebrew/install/head/install.sh. That is the command. Yep, I memorized it correctly. It is installing Homebrew. Now, I don't really use Homebrew that much, but it is still useful to have because there are still a lot of packages that you install via Homebrew. Although I do know that most of the stuff on Brew is going to be on the AUR anyways, but... oh well. So what do I need next? I need a launcher. So I haven't really walked through my install or no, I've walked through the install. I haven't really walked through my setup process ever on my channel, I don't think. So this is how I do it. I'm now installing a launcher, which is my .file management /symlink farm tool. Codebug. Yes, that's definitely how you spell it. Codebug. .org/ I can't type. I still can't type /launcher /raw/main /online install.sh pipe into sh. Although I'm gonna need to install TomoRB for Constitution to work. gem install Tomo. I don't have Clang installed, so it's gonna fail, but oh well, let's just install Launcher quickly. And I do still need to fix this issue. This is supposed to be colored, but right now it just prints the ANSI code instead of actually coloring it. But yep, launcher and launcher fetch are now installed. So cd.local/bin, and then let's /launcher fetch tps:// This is my current RICE, which is a Node themed RICE. So if you want my exact config, then this is what you're gonna do. Launcher fetch https:// You are gonna need launcher to do it because it's set up as a launcher plot. Codebook.org/sticky piston/midnight-hyper. That is my current RICE. Let's clone it. And it's installed the plot, and now we can launcher activate midnight-hyper. Now I may make a video in the future discussing like how to how to use launcher to manage your dot files. It's on my path. I don't care. It's in my path now. Okay, it has actually installed successfully. That's nice. So what do I want to do now? I need my constitution actually. The reason it's called constitution is because it's kind of like defining the base rules for your system. Oh yeah, it's easier now, so it's gonna not, so I'm gonna have to type bin Alice every time. But we don't need to do that. So let's git clone https:// codebook.org/sticky piston/ I believe it's still inky config, but I will change that at some point once I can like thing. I can't explain. Just trust me. Git config constitution. Okay, /bin/Alice. Okay, there's my configuration. We can vim configuration.toml. So this is all the stuff do I have Flatpak installed? I don't have Yay installed. I'm gonna need to quickly do a Yay. What do I need? Flatpak. Sudo pacman -s -no confirm Flatpak. I don't think Flatpak comes installed by default, and I was correct, it doesn't. Open tab, cd tilde, I guess. Is there anything here? No, there's not. Okay, so let's just git clone. https://awa.archlinux.org/yay. Yay! cd yay. Make package -s, not si. Make package -s. I know it's make package, but I like saying it like that. It's fun. Also, what does the -si do? I've always seen it that you have to add that. I'm assuming it's something. What does -si do? Let's find out. Make package -h, I assume. -i is for install, and -s syncs dependencies. Okay, so it's the equivalent of pacman -S. Okay. Anyways, Flatpak's now installed. So Flatpak remote -add -if not -exists FlatHub https://dl.flathub.org/repo/flathub.flatpak-repo. Yes, that is correct. Flatpak. No, I don't want to do anything. Just wait for Yay to install. I have to type my password. There we go. Yes. It's installing Go because Yay is written in Go. We all love Yay. Anyways, let's see. How much space? Yep, 927 gigabytes. That's a lot of space. I do just want to make sure that the thing is set up properly. I'm just going to configure my Nemo real quick. Why does my voice sound like this? Display. update modified, I think. List columns, preview. I want to refresh and open in terminal is what I want. Yeah, that should be correct. Okay, Nemo's configured. So now let's just sound very nasally right now. My nose is still kind of blocked, but whatever. I clicked my username and nothing shows up. Oh, I guess it's because there's only the desktop folder. Although I do want to change my profile picture. Give me a second. Okay, here I am. Let's go here and let's change my PFP to the coffee cup. I like that one. About, you can see here's the beautiful Arch logo. My host name and system specs. We're on Linux 6.17.1-Arch1-1. Oh wow, how riveting. Screen blank, no. Dim screen, yeah. Automatic suspend, no, unless we're on battery, in which case 20 minutes. Power off, yes. Sound, no, sound is fine. What is it that I usually want to do? Displays? Yeah, I want to move this to the left, because that's where it physically is. Apply. Is it going to ask me if I want to keep it or not? Okay, there we go. Keep this configuration. Automatic screen lock, no thanks. What do I still need to do? Mouse and touchpad, I need to. No natural scrolling, please, because it is anything but. I don't care what anyone has to say. Natural scrolling is not natural. And that should be it. Just come through keyboard, yeah, everything should be set. I'm not gonna change the wallpaper because I doubt it has any more wallpapers, and even if it does, I don't care. I'm probably just gonna be uninstalling it. Constitution switch. So now for the uninitiated, even though I haven't said anything about this yet, basically, it is now going to install all of the packages that are in my configuration file, which means that I'm going to be completely up to speed to where I was before. This is a really cool tool. Tools like this and Nix, and I believe there's other tools for like reproducibility. There's one, I forgot what its name is. It's for like automation purposes, but you can basically use tools like Constitution or Nix to have all your packages and stuff laid out in one config file that you can then back up to a Git server like I personally do, and like most people are probably gonna do. Put it on their Git forge of choice like GitHub, GitLab, Codeberg, Gitty, Gogs, whatever you want, Forge Joe. And then what you can do is you can just download that config file whenever you want to reinstall your system, and then just download the file, run one command, or install the dependencies for the thing, and then run one command, and then everything will get automatically installed, and you don't have to do anything except maybe put in your password a few times. And yeah, I will see you in probably like an hour, because this does take quite a while, because it has to install like probably 1,000 packages. Well, not 1,000. Well, if you're counting dependencies, then yeah, probably. We don't have OSFetch yet, but let's just pacman-l, I believe. Well, how do you list? Pacman-h. Pacman- I think it's -q something. Okay, yeah, pacman-q. Pipe into wc-l. There's currently 552 packages on the system. When we are done, it's gonna be over 1,000. So yeah, let's have fun and wait for this to finish. It's gonna take forever to finish. But yeah, let's just wait. Grab a cup of hot chocolate or coffee or tea or whatever you prefer to drink, juice even. And sit back and relax, because we are going to be watching it install together. Obviously, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna cut the video here, and then I'll come back on a screen recording, hopefully, once everything is set up. So yeah, so far so good. I have obviously used Arch before. I love it. I'm just like finally committing to using vanilla Arch since I now have my entire drive to myself now. So yeah, and finally use vanilla Arch and not like CashierOS or EndeavourOS or whatever. Just nice minimal vanilla Arch. This thing I don't want to. I turned off automatic sleep. It should be fine. Anyways, bye y'all. I'm just yapping now. Goodbye. Okay, so as you can see, I am now fully situated on Arch Linux. It is the 16th of October today, 2 days since the previous clip. I'm recording this just after I recorded the intro part, so yeah. Time is fun. Anyways, let's load up Super Tux Kart, and that's the game that we're going to be playing today, because usually in these distro hopping videos, I like to play a game on the distro, and today's game is going to be Super Tux Kart, if it will load. I'm going to open a terminal. PQ Super Tux Kart. Okay, it wasn't even running in the first place. Okay, there we go. Yep, nice. And there we go. Single player, let's go. That one. Snow Peak. Now, I do not want to do 3 laps. Set up new race. Let's do 1 lap. To go. You can see it is running a bit slowly because I am of course recording, but it's still quite playable, and if I were to stop the recording it would run a lot better. Although I could probably turn down the graphics quality and we would see a lot better performance even with recording. So let's see if I can improve on my original time. I did this before, like a few minutes ago, until I realized that I wasn't recording, and then I smashed my head into my desk, and then I started, and then I recorded the intro and then this part. So yeah, let's see if I can hopefully beat my previous time. I don't think I will, but it's fun to try. Can I get the nitros here? No, I can't. But I mean, that does mean that I can get to this segment earlier. And I might have actually just beaten my time. No, I didn't, but oh, I did actually. There we go. So I beat it by literally like 2-ish seconds. Anyways, so yeah, would I recommend switching to Arch Linux coming from Windows? No. But you should probably still switch to Linux. It is great. Linux is a lot better than it was like a year ago, especially when it comes to things like the Steam Deck and just like Valve in general pushing Linux gaming and really just like driving up Linux's market share. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend switching to Arch as your first distro. I would definitely recommend something like Linux Mint, which is a lot more like beginner friendly. It's a lot more stable. I used it for 2 years without any issues whatsoever. So yeah, Mint is probably the best beginner distro. Other than that, I would say maybe something like Fedora, specifically Fedora KDE, because that's more like a Windows-like graphical interface. But I wouldn't really say Fedora is a beginner distro, because it's a bit more like cutting edge and a bit more like experimental. Like they're not afraid to break things to like push Linux as a whole forward. So Fedora can be a bit more unstable than something like Mint or anything Debian or Ubuntu based really. I wouldn't go for Ubuntu because Ubuntu kind of sucks. Snap packages kind of suck. But I'd say Ubuntu-based things like Mint, maybe Zorin as well, are still really good choices. But anyways, that concludes this video. Hope you enjoyed. bye, I guess. See you in like a month when I remember this channel exists.